All right, well, let's get started.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you everyone for joining. We're super excited to have everyone. We'll get started with some introductions here. So I am Will Maddox, the marketing coordinator. I have been with TeleCloud for 2 years now, and I'm super excited to talk about TextView. And if you've gotten our webinar invites, of course, or our newsletter, that was me. So
Thanks, Will. Hi, everyone. My name is Vincent Finaldi. I'm in charge of sales at TeleCloud. My God, I'm dating myself, but I think I hit my 20th year, which is happy, a little depressing. No, I'm only kidding. But I'm looking forward to helping talk to you guys about our TextView platform to help you service your customers better. And we're excited to be here. And Matt, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Matt Gavin. I'm the operations manager here at TeleCloud. Started in telecom shortly after Vin, and yes, it is a bit depressing to think back on all the years before SMS was even thought about in business. So yeah, I run ops here, so implementations, support, technology, all those things. So happy to be here.
Awesome.
great. Thank you, Vin and Matt. And for our agenda today, we're just going to start with some of the kind of SMS and texting problems that we've been seeing and experiencing. Then we'll kind of get into our what is TextView, give you a little preview, and give you some more information about what it takes to get set up and what our bundles and plans look like. And if you have any questions throughout our time here, please feel free to just interrupt us and throw it in the Q&A chat, and we'll try to make sure to monitor that for you guys.
Thanks, Will. So to give you a little bit of context, we all have run businesses here. We're all involved with customer service, managing customers or patients or whatever specific industry you're in. So we wanted to break down from a business texting standpoint, like some what I call small wins or some use cases that we're hearing from a lot of our customers. So one that always personally gets me almost excited or frustrated is we all have Google listings. So every one of our businesses we work for has a Google listing with, your website, your address, and your main number. So if your customer ever accidentally texts you or a prospect and goes on Google listing and sends a text message, if you don't have that SMS enabled, they're getting an error alert. So this was like a joke we put on the left, like message not delivered. And so I just want to know a quick win with business texting is just to simply SMS enable your main number on your Google listing. So that was one that we could show you about deeper as we go through. Another one is we all use this, we text our friends, family, mom, dad, we run our life off of these devices and we get that. So when you add the business component, and let's say you're working for a company for many years, you could be getting inundated with text messages from customers and vendor partners and suppliers when you're on vacation, when you're having dinner with your family. So what we're finding is it gets chaotic to manage your personal and business messages on your phone because you never separate church and state. And in the beginning of your career, it might be fine, but over time, as we know, it just becomes difficult to manage. Another thing a lot of customers have been asking for is two multi-factor authentication headaches. So if we have personal accounts, that's fine, like our personal banking information and all the logins that run our life, but our business has the same level of logins, whether it's your customers' personal logins or bank accounts or simply doing something as simple as ordering food from Instacart to order to your business. I'm joking, but so two-factor authentication is a really quick solve with business texting, so more than one person can manage it. And the last thing a lot of clients are saying when they run their business off personal cell phones is there's no way to scale it. You can't report on it, you can't manage it. So we have clients with 10, 20, 30, 50 employees. And if it's never on a centralized platform, it just becomes a really difficult thing to manage over time. So those are just a few examples of what we're hearing from our customers and some of the ways we could help improve that if any have applied to you. But we'll go deeper into the platform with Will and Matt, and we'll keep the process going.
Great. Thank you, Vin. That's some good insight there. Now, to simplify it, what is TextView? TeleCloud TextView is an advanced business texting platform that takes it beyond one-to-one communication and allows for multi-number and inbox management and all those advanced features with it, with group chats, MMS, but most importantly, it allows you to manage your business phone number and multiple phone numbers through the same platform, whether on your computer or from the mobile app on your phone. So it kind of, really makes business texting a lot easier, like Finn was telling us about. And now we'd like to do a little fun exercise before we dive into the live demo, and I give you kind of a look at some of these features here. If you guys could text the number in the top right corner, TeleCloud rocks, and we'll be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card the first 5 people who text in. Um, so I appreciate the enthusiasm, Nick, but I'm going to need you to use the number in the top right, and it'll come into the uh, our TextView platform, and I'll be able to show you guys what that looks like on a live look. Here we go. We got one in. I'm going to leave this open for just a few more minutes. Look at that. You guys
Oh,
are
we got some clicks. Good. Free lunch on TeleCloud.
perfect. Now we've got our first 5. That is for sure. Thank you guys. So I'm going to pull up our TextView platform here.
All right, I like it.
There we go. Wow, I feel popular. So many people texting me. There we go. You can see someone is in need of lunch. We'll have to move through this demo quickly then. Anyways, as you can see, we've got our messages coming in. And I do want to point out, as you can see, they're coming in as numbers because I don't have any of these contacts saved yet. So that is another important thing of managing this platform and having multiple inboxes is being able to see who you're texting and texting your clients. So if we were to want to add them as a contact, we could go to contacts here and simply select on them and we'd be able to add them as a contact. So if we're texting with them in the future, we'll know exactly who they are. Um, and as you can see, we'll kind of click through here. And as you can see, this one here, we have a response already, and you guys did not see me type out a response. So that is part of our feature for canned responses. And that allows you to create pre-written messages that automatically send or can be sent normally. So if we went over here, I could hit insert canned response and select from different message options based off of what they might say or what we want to say. So I can go ahead and select that here and send it right away. And you can see how quite easy that is. And once again, we talked a lot about managing multiple inboxes, and I think this is obviously one of the most important features for managing a business number or multiple business numbers. So if you go up here to the top left, you'll see I can go over to Vin's number here and see who he's been texting. And as you can see, he's obviously not going to see any of those messages that you guys sent to me because they were sent to my number. So if Vin was trying to look at our messages, I was looking at him, I can go in here and he could look at my numbers too and say, I'm out of office and someone needs to respond for me. He can step in and take these messages for
Thanks, Will. And
me.
just to add just something on the human side, I mean, most of us on this call live in the tri-state, New Jersey, New York. Uh, let's face it, after Labor Day, it's like kids are back in school. It's kind of back to the same old with the work schedule. So we have vacations coming up. So most of us on this call have or are probably taking a week or so off to go somewhere fun. Maybe the Jersey Shore, maybe somewhere even a little more luxurious. But So that's a case where if you're gone for a week and you have business SMS, you could have your coworker back you up. So with a platform, like I said, like when you're trying to, hang out with your family and friends, you're not stuck on your personal phone. You could have a coworker back you up, which is what Will's showing with the management of the phone numbers. And it's just a really practical example to back up team members, but still service the customers in a, fast way. For example,
Yep.
take it away. Yeah.
Oh, still coming in here. Anyways, I'd like to show you guys kind of more of the interface of once you're actually texting. And as you can see, we have very important emojis, need to be able to send them to clients. We've got signatures, which you can, just like your email, create signature here to attach with your message. And here you can attach files for MMS. And back to our canned responses, this is where we'll be able to create or use our pre-created messages. And you might be wondering, how can I create those or manage them? And you'll just make your way over to canned responses over here. And you can see I've made a few here. And like I said before, here's our TeleCloud Rocks one. And as I mentioned, you can set an auto reply to keyword. So I said TeleCloud Rocks. So some of you have gotten the automatic reply message. And I did this on also as a test because I used the full TeleCloud Rocks. And, um, you know, there might be some differences here when you can use just one word or two, but either way, the point is we were able to create auto responses, and this is perfect for, um, say after hours or business hours. So if someone were to say hours, and text that to your number, then it would respond with what your hours are.
Yeah,
Um,
well, Nicole had asked actually about the automated response, like we received your message and we respond as soon as possible. So yes, Nicole, that's definitely possible, and that's what Will's showing here. Even to the point where if Will clicks on his message there, you'll see he has a toggle on for is away message, right? So you can toggle that as an option in your away message. And then when Will goes into his status in the top left-hand corner, he can change his away message there and select which one he wants. So if you're gone for the day, if you're not available, if you're on vacation, you can have your similar out of office message essentially auto reply to people as they text you.
yes, thank you, Matt. And you can see that that toggle was right here. So if I turn that off, you can see it's no longer showing. But any of your canned responses can be used as auto replies or an away message, sorry. And I have another example here of after hours. If you want to toggle this for just, once you've left the office and you're not quite on vacation, but you have a busy afternoon, dinner with the family, it's perfect for just toggle this on and that'll kind of handle it, or at least you won't have to worry about your messages for the time being. Um,
There's two more questions that came in, Matt. Should we, I think we should
Yeah,
address them now because we're
yeah,
here for you guys. So I'll tackle the first one, Joe. Is texting unlimited or is there a monthly message limit? So at the end, we'll go over our pricing and packaging. The short answer is it's not truly unlimited, but we do put clients in packages where you don't have to overspend or get overages. So the short answer is in the user seat pricing, you'll see what's included. And 9 out of 10 times, if it's basic, you're going to have the enough text messages in your plan. The only time texting, as we'll walk you through, if once Will shows the blasting. So if a client does a lot of blasting, which could be like 1,000 or 2,000 messages, that's a higher tiered plan. So we'll break it all down for you, and depending on your company and use case, and it'll make sense for you. And Lauren Trunco asked, how does it work? We have extensions. How can someone text me directly? So, Lauren, you would have in this case with TextView, you need a direct dial line. So on your TeleCloud phone system, if you have a direct dial line, we simply enable it and you can manage text messages here. Or if you don't have a private direct dial line, we would add one for you. It's very easy to do for us as your telecom provider. And then so in short, you need a direct dial line in order for you to get a direct message.
yeah. And to
So
to to tack onto that, Vin, if you guys are just managing from a main number, if you're not specifically just looking to one-to-one text for your own personal number, multiple extensions can manage the same main number. So that's what Will's showing here. I can manage Will's number, Vin can manage Will's number. It doesn't necessarily mean you need a dedicated line to manage the main number, for instance.
Correct. Thanks.
Yep. And Danielle, to answer your question, are direct dial lines an extra fee? It depends on your plan, I would say. We'd have to look into that for you. And a lot of times, most of our customers, from what we see, there are some extra lines available. So we can work through that with you and see if there are some lines that are not in use.
Thanks, Matt. So I know we wanted to tackle questions. At the end of the day, we're here for you guys. So let's
We
go.
got one more
Let's
question
go.
from Nick.
Oh, great.
Is there a
Perfect.
web app for this? And is there a mobile app? In terms of web app, it's in your web browser. So in Chrome, you'd be able to open it like you can see here. And for the mobile app, there's absolutely a mobile app that is in the App Store. It's just called TeleCloud TextView, and it have all the same features that it has in the browser.
Thanks, Will.
Cool.
Yep. And now we'll get into some of the premium features in TextView, which are part of our more advanced plans. And the first one I want to tackle before that is reminders. This is one of the first features in the premium bundle, which allows you to create reminders, so you can schedule individual texts to people, and you can do that by creating a reminder up here, selecting one of our contacts, and we would be able to even use one of our canned responses or type out a new message. And I found that this is super important for service businesses or anything that involves appointments or reminders. It's super helpful. I'm sure you guys have gotten plenty of texts before from your dentist or your doctor or even um, to pick up your groceries. Everyone is using these reminders now where you can send them out, an hour, 10 minutes before just to remind people about their appointments. So you can see one I have made here for Vin about his urgent care appointment tomorrow. And they're super easy to create, and it's super easy to manage a lot of them with our calendar here because, as you can see, just click to your day. You can see all your reminders and manage those very easily. And beyond that, I'm sure you're asking, how can I text more than one person at once? Because a lot of businesses out there aren't just looking to talk to one person at a time, and that is done through contact lists. Like I mentioned before, you can import contacts, but most importantly, you can import a lot of contacts at once and create lists for specific outreach. And you'll see I have two examples here. Like these are not complete lists, but you can have a list of your employees, your partners, your vendor partners, or your clients, and there's many use cases for sending out a huge blast at once, like, weather alert for a Thursday evening. You're not sure if your employees need to come in or not. Send them shoot them a quick message, or take it from sending out to your partners with something new you're offering. But there's kind of two routes to go with this, and that is drip campaigns and blasts. And drip campaigns allow you to send, or I guess to start with blast. Blast is sending out a giant one message to a lot of people at once, and drip campaigns allow you to send multiple messages over time to that group of people. So it's really good for, summer promotion campaigns or something that you just want to get out to your clients, whether once or to kind of keep reminding them every so often about it. And we
Yeah,
found,
and Will, we found a lot of use cases. Our clients are using it for the blasting. Obviously, it can go directly to the end user, but we're finding a common use case is really for your referral partners. So we all have businesses that, people we rely on and work with where they're not the end user customers. So if you're running like, a network meeting or an after hour fun event, and you want to invite all your, family, friends, and referral type partners and people you do business with that aren't necessarily end user customers, that's also a really practical tool where, doing a fun event and it's just another way to communicate with a broad range of people as we all, try to maintain these relationships.
yeah, thank you, Vin.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of super helpful features. There's, of course, as we mentioned, reporting on those blasts. So, a huge thing that this platform offers is being able to see how that blast did, who it got to, who it didn't get to, which is when you're scheduling messages on a more one-to-one focused platform, it's really hard to get that high-level overview of what's happening. And lastly, I just want to point out that the platform offers integrations into multiple platforms. We personally use HubSpot as our CRM. So if we were to want to do a client blast or something else, as long as those contacts are in HubSpot, we'd be able to import them into TextView rather than having to, import them as a list, then import it. You can just hook it right up to TextView and make managing your contacts even easier. And now we're going to move back over to our presentation. Once again, if there are any questions or you want to see anything in here, let us know. And yep, so you guys got a quick preview of our automated replies, blast and drip campaigns, and integrations. And once again, I think it really comes back to that shared team inbox and really being able to manage multiple numbers, help your team out, and let your team help you out when you're out of office or whatever situations you might run into in your day to day. And now to get into kind of what the pricing looks like, there are four plans, but the they're the first two and the last two are broken down into two categories of our standard and premium. Where in our standard plan, we have the mobile app, the shared inbox, the automated replies and canned responses. And it's really more of a one-to-one texting platform with just kind of the standard texting capabilities you would need for your day-to-day if you're just dealing with clients individually. Whereas the premium plan has more of those advanced features that I mentioned, like contact lists and what comes with that of the blast and drip campaigns and integrations and more advanced reporting. And just to give you a quick preview, um, we will share this page at the end so you can find it, but it is has a quick breakdown of what our bundles look like. And as you can see, our advanced features are not in the standard and standard plus bundles, where in the premium and
Hey,
premium
Will,
plus.
do me a favor. Can you zoom in for those that don't have hawk
Yes.
eyesight? That was just a little joke. I'm in my 40s now. So to give everyone just a simple breakdown, the standard seat pricing is $14.99 a user. That's like your basic plan. And then it scales up from there, uh, where it can get the real decision you have to decide if you and your business want to start using this is do you want to use text blasting or not? So for standard pricing, just think about $15 a user. That's going to cover a majority of you. But if you want to use blasting and send it to hundreds or thousands of people, then we're going to want to talk to you guys individually and talk to you about our premium plus plan because of the usage component. We just want to have a more intelligent conversation. So just when you go back to your team, just pay it's $15 a user. You could have, I would say it makes sense to have at least two users, because that's the whole point of like a platform. So $15 a user times two is $30 a month. Would sort of be like the entry level to getting a real platform. Will, do you mind going back to the slide and go to the next one?
Yep. So
Yeah, so one customer asked, like, if I want this, how long does the process take, generally speaking?
yeah, and it can kind of range, but the easy part is reach out to us. We'll have a conversation, figure out what your needs are, what features you need, and what how many users you need. But really, it can take the straight answer is really 2 to 6 weeks, and that is mostly because of the 10 DLC TCR registration. And this is required for any sort of business texting to make sure that you're doing it compliantly and have their consent, and you are have a registered business number and approval. And that process can take up to 6 weeks, depending on what might need to be done.
Thanks, Will. And go to the next one.
And lastly, if anyone has any questions before we start to wrap this up.
No, there was the one question was customer said, how does the contract work? Great question, Lauren Trunco. For TextView, we're considering an add-on for existing clients, so there's no real contractual commitment. We're treating this as an add-on enhancement for an existing customer. So we're trying to make this friction-free and painless to add to your business without any, you're not going to have to hire a third-party attorney to evaluate this contract. It's a little bit of a joke. It should be an easy, helpful, useful add-on that's low risk to your business and high impact to your customer experience. You can go to the next slide, Will.
Looks like we got one more question. Is there a limit to how many contacts we can upload? There is not in terms of contact list limit. And it's more so about making sure you're importing the right way, whether through the integration or through a list. Just making sure your data is formatted correctly, but there is no upload limit. Finn, you want to wrap us up
Oh
here?
yeah. So any customer, so first and foremost, thanks for investing about 30 minutes of your time. Hopefully you guys got to eat a sandwich while you watched us. So actually we're getting some more questions come in. It's really on the contractual financial side, onboarding side. So everyone on this call is a customer of ours. So we all manage your voice technology, we manage your numbers. We're billing you every month for the services we provide. So we want to make this easy. So anyone who wants it, we're just doing a summer promo. We'll waive the onboarding fees. So depending if it's two users or 10 or 15 or more, we'll waive that. And to give you a value, it's anywhere from $500 to about $3,000 to onboard a customer with this. As you know, there in your business, there's a lot of effort that goes on behind the scenes. We have to port out the numbers to our SMS provider. We have to build the platform, train you, work with you. So we're going to do no onboarding fees, and then 1 month free as a courtesy. There's no contractual commitment to this, so we're looking at this as strictly as a helpful add-on for you. If you want to talk to us, we had a lot of different customers on the call, which is awesome. We're very grateful for that. Just do the QR code and fill in your information so we can organize the work and get back to you in a timely manner on a one-to-one basis. And because all your accounts are created differently, your different sizes, different needs. So just use the QR code, fill it out, and we'll make sure we reach out today or tomorrow just to get more information. And we could formally onboard you and give you the attention you need for your specific business. And
And if
so,
there's that QR code will take you to the pricing page, which also has a form on it. So if you'd like to initiate the conversation about TextView, just fill out the form with the QR code. Um, and that's all. We're gonna leave this up for a little bit. Let's see, there are still some questions coming in.
yeah, good. Let's keep it going. All right. Client asked, if there is one direct dial number, but I need six people to use that number, will we pay for one user or six? So you would pay for six users because the platform is unique user logins. So, if I'm a user, I have an email address, I have a name, and I can manage the platform. So one number with six people is really six users. That's how the platform works. Um, and another one is Matt, this is a little more technical. If we have click to call integrated with our CRM, will the text view work with those contacts in a similar way? So it's sort of a two,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe you want to tackle
Um,
that one for Rona.
yep. So the answer is we would probably want to look a little deeper into how you're using it today and what you're using. It's potentially possible, right? If you're using the TeleCloud web phone and click to dial in your Chrome browser, you can connect the two and make a phone call there. The platform is not the same as using the TeleCloud call history and clicking call from there. It's a different subset of data. So it's really how would you be using it, and we can work through the rest of it with you for sure.
Awesome. Let me just make sure for everyone. And I think that's it. And on a personal note, if you don't want to do the QR code, we have a team. You could just do sales@telecloud.net. We have a team of five of us that manage it. And you're our customers. We love you. We appreciate you. And we're here to help you in any way we can. Awesome. Great
Thank
work,
you
Will.
everyone for
Thank
joining.
you, Matt.
Yeah.
I think that's a wrap.